Hello, hello, it's Angela Kirby speaking, and it's time for me to do the Mandala Oracle for the next few days. What is it that we need to know that's going to be of benefit, or we can be a little bit cautionary, or whatever it is? What is it that we need to know the next few days so that we can navigate our way into the slipstream of life reasonably, effortlessly, and easily? Okay, so I'm taking from my book, Creating Wisdom and Magic. This has 54 mandalas in it. In a part of there's a section of them, and they work as an oracle. So what is it that we need to know collectively? So I'm doing this on behalf for all of us. What is it? Okay, balance. Now let me just have a bit of a bo peep. No, haven't had that one for a while. Okay, so this one is balance, listen to me, balance, and it's number 26. So this is done several years ago, probably in 2008, 2009, this particular drawing. Okay, so it's number 26, as I said. So what I do now is that I read out the mantra, and the mantra gets us into a space of being able to retain what the follow-up message has to say. Okay, so a circle of love, a circle of life. This mandala is now in our life. Allow it to open our pleasure and delight through seeing and feeling. In meditation, it will guide us. Allow it to whisper its wisdom. Can we hear what the messages are? Write what we hear and feel and study it deeply, and release for our path to be. Okay, very interesting. So, balance. What do you see reflected in others that feel out of alignment with your true being? Are you in conflict with yourself in regards to others around you? It is time to look at the reflection and realize what you see in others is also within you. What are the stories you're telling yourself and are putting others down or feeling jealous through your conversations and thoughts? What are they? The more you feel triggered by another, the more there is to learn about yourself. Now is the time to self-correct, change your thoughts, and then you will be in the slipstream of life again. If you're angry, go for a walk. Go ground yourself with your feet literally touching the earth, or lean yourself against a tree and stay. Well, I would do the lean, I would actually do the leaning against a tree as well, and stay for a while to allow the anger to release itself. I've got 2 trees up in North Adelaide that I'm particularly fond of. That's probably a couple of miles from where I live here, that I walk up to most days, and they're just 2 of my favorite trees, and I love the energy, or the how I can overlook this particular beautiful green. It's a golf course actually, but this space, but also the energies that I feel from the trees. I feel peaceful there. They give me a lot of support, I feel. Okay. So, or write your thoughts down and then release them in some way. So give yourself a break, some time to reflect on your inner world will return to balance. Yeah, so sometimes I find that it's easy. Well, I write every day, but, and I do suggest that it's something that's relevant for all of us to do. And so in that way, you're able to dialogue with what feelings and thoughts that are coming up with you. And if you don't, they stay within you. So rather than, maybe unless you're with a therapist, for example, sharing that with somebody else, what you're doing when you're sharing is then you're inviting an answer in. That's okay if you want that, but you might not want the answer from anybody else. It's like a dialogue that you're having with yourself, an inner dialogue, so that you can to release it, and by releasing it, it tends to resolve itself throughout the next day or so. It's quite interesting what happens. So with that, but if it stays inside, it stays inside. And if you share it with another, you get their opinion, and maybe maybe that's what's not required. I am not suggesting you don't share anything with people. What I'm suggesting is, though, that sometimes what other people are suggesting is a projection of their own inner world, and that's okay if you want it. But just know that, and ask yourself then, if you do have another person's opinion, how does that sit within you? Does it feel like it's relevant or not? So it doesn't have to be a battle or anything that's untoward. Anyway, there you go. We all need a bit of balance this week. Be gentle, be kind. Ciao, ciao.